All right, well, here it is, November 14th. Last time you guys saw us, Drake and I went to that piece of public land, had a great hunt, but no shooters, and now here we are about a week later. I did sneak out for a quick hunt with Joy on Saturday. Awesome to get out with her, saw some deer. Attention on the cameras is the drop time. So really, we've missed some opportunities, Adam. I mean, that's really all it falls down to. November 8th, he daylighted. I think that was right around 11:50 or noon when Drake and I were in the tree. And then he also daylighted yesterday at 2 p.m. There's a common trait between both of those days, and it was that we had southerly winds. Boom, switch to northwest. He goes through this big funnel. And what I am trying to do today is get ahead of the next wind switch on Friday. We do have a switch to southerly the next 3, Friday, northwest. We're gonna be perched into that funnel. It sets up perfect for him to have really easy walking. He goes from east to west, and I think what he's doing is winding the bedding that's to our north, and then he walks right to a pond. And so I think it's just the most effective use of his energy. You hear Owen talk about that these deer will take the path of least resistance, and he's shown a chink in his armor twice. So obviously that could all change if he gets on a hot doe, but we got 2 hawks to hang. I'll break down how that spot sets up, and ultimately I think this is the spot we're gonna kill him. So I wish you got home. I think Alex behind the camera is getting a kick out of the last 2 times he's daylighted. We've literally talked about he's going to do it, and we just didn't hunt. And I feel very, very stupid for that, but it is what it is. Let's just not let it happen a 3rd time. Doing something that I typically don't do, and that is going to be, we're going to drive all the way right to the tree that we will effectively be hunting this deer out of. A couple of reasons why. Number one, like I've talked about quite often, the landowner is very active on the property, and so I think that this is something that will be honestly more accepted if for some reason this drop time is around. And number 2, leave a lot less ground stamp. So I am literally going to leave the truck running. We're going to hang these 2 stands, and we're going to get on out of here. We're going down right now. This is just the access trail. I'm not sure what it was for, if this was ever logged in the past, but it's a maintained path, and this is what the drop time is walking. Alice just took some video of the pond that I think he's making his way to, and I'm telling you, this is the spot. I really think we have a chance of killing him. Thick bedroom right here, and we've even considered hunting this on a south wind, blowing into that quote-unquote bedroom, because I don't think that he is walking through it. I think that that's why he said checking this area, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for him to walk through here on a south. And if I look at the photos, I mean, I don't think he has, but you know, this is just a wind set, and yeah, I think that this is gonna be the spot, guys. I've said that for quite a while now, so it's really ignorant that we haven't just hunted here. But what do you do? That's a killing tree right there, man. That'd be 10 yards too. Please work. Oh boy. How about that? So hopefully this is the tree stand that pays off for us big. I might try to get my stand right over here, and then Alex off the backside so that he can film, but I do need to figure that out because I want to make sure that we're able to shoot him. And we're talking like a 5-10 yard shot. So it's a little closer than I'd like, but we'll see if we can make this work. Alex is giving me a safe line right now. Safe line check, 100% always worth it. And with us having 2 camera guys each time, so important. I mean, I've had a couple friends have tree stand accidents this year, and it's just never worth it. I mean, whether it's your lineman's belt going up, you know, safety line getting in, permanent stand, hanging hunt, don't ever skimp it. So
That is what we are trying to avoid today. Both of these stands are hung, and it took a little bit longer than I wanted just because we had to redo the second stand. I originally had set it on the opposite chute, and long story short, when I started thinking about where he's coming from, where I expect my shot, that would have been a very severe quartering to shot, and I would have had to wait quite a bit to get him into my window of being broadside. Whereas if I move the stand right here, you know, that window opens up a lot better. It also, if he was to take this path right up here, it allows me to hopefully maybe get a shot through here. I need to trim this bush down here. There's a bush that's still got green leaves on it, little trees. If we get those, that should give me a shooting lane right there. Feels good, great spot. We'll come right in off this hill and hopefully kill this drop time next week.
Use one each, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm just happy to be here.
What are you doing?
All right, well, that wraps up a productive November 14th. Alex and I got those 2 stands hung, and I don't know if we got any cutaways exactly of up top there, but I really think that that's gonna be the spot that we get our shot at drop time. It's gonna take some all-day sits, and it's gonna take some luck for him to still be off his dough, but he's shown some consistency there in the last 3 weeks of going through that path, northwest winds, and like I said, we're just trying to put the odds in our favor as far as making a pattern on him, and ultimately, luckily, that wind sets up well for those stands that we hung based on what he's doing. So, time will tell. We'll see if we're wasting our time or not. And, you know, he does not live on the property. I feel like we have low odds, and we're definitely just gonna have to put in some tree stand time for him, and oh, woe is us to have to do that. So, Friday is the day that I really think we got our opportunity. We got south winds until then. We might go out and try and sit, but I don't want to push it, you know, even though it's the rut and I know anything can happen. And frankly, our south wind would probably blow over him. I don't know if he's walking through that bedding area, etc. So I'm just going to play it as smart as possible. I'm shooting this Alpha X33 at the best that I've ever shot a bow. And Lord willing, we'll be able to test that on the drop time at close quarters. But confidence is high with the bow. Team's doing good. Life is good. Hope you guys are having some great hunts of your own. And we'll see you guys next time we're in the woods.